Hello everybody and welcome to Tosser Show. And today we meet with a very quiet music for the entrance of the game that is named A Mortician's Tale. I actually already completed A Mortician's Tale. I finished it somewhere in the beginning of 2023, but we're gonna play it together. It's a very short game. I finished it around an hour and 30 minutes max, and with all the achievements because there's only 3 of them. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna play a new game, but we're not gonna play very long because I don't want to give you everything about that game. What you need to know for is that A Mortician's Tale is a pretty straightforward narrative game that kind of play a little bit as a point and click, but not really, you will see. But it is pretty straightforward. And it's more about the ambience of the game than anything else. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. And you can see that we just enter as that character, and I cannot do anything right now. I can bring my character around. You can see that I'm controlling her. But I cannot go anywhere except for looking at my email. So let's go look at our email. And as you can see, yes, we're working in a funeral. So what we're gonna do is obviously following the instructions that Amy Rose is sending us here. But first, let's look at some of our emails. So first of all, you can see that this Rose and Daughter funeral home is where we're working at. And Amelia Rose is the founder and director. And she has obviously all the information about burial, cremation, and all those kind of stuff. All the funeral services. Matthew Jeffrey is one of the persons that wrote to us and is presenting himself here. Let's read a little bit more about that. Hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Matthew Jeffrey to Charlie. Welcome Charlie, nice to meet ya. My name's Matthew and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the body to ya and helps with some of the more heavy lifting. Ever hear that joke about a hearse driver? I'll tell it to ya when I come by in a bit. Looking forward to working together. I think you'll enjoy working here. Amy is a sweetheart, but she runs a tight ship. Nothing I can handle, I'm sure. She wouldn't have hired you otherwise. Cheers and good luck. Matthew G., Funeral Director, Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. And below you can see that Amy is presenting Charlotte, and Charlotte prefers to be named as Charlie. So basically we're Charlie, we're playing at Charlie, okay? Alright, let's see the instruction here. Amy Rose to Charlie. Hello Charlie. Well, you're new here, so it's probably best I explain where everything is. In your office/preparation room, you'll find your cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and obviously, since you're reading this email, your desk and computer area. I know you have experience working with these stations, but please let me know if you have any question. Best, Amy Rose. Founder and director, Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. This is our friend Jen Love. I'm not gonna read this one, so like that you can read it yourself later on. And there's the Funerals Monthly, which, sends some tips about funerals, which I found pretty interesting, talking about death industry. Now what I don't know if all of this is, really accurate from a funeral home standpoint and things to do, but it seems like it, so I think it is, but I cannot prove that. Anyway, let's go to the emails that is marked as important because that's today's task. Oh, you can see the coffee Bible on the right hand, and you can see a little plant on the left hand, and on the right a little plant. Alright, let's go see what Amy wants us to do. Hello Charlie, hope you settled in okay so far. Matthew should have dropped off your first body for you to work on. He said you were really friendly, and he's glad to have someone young and lively to work with. You'll get used to his sense of humor. Your first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. The family has asked for a closed casket funeral so no embalming or body preparation is necessary. The family seems a little bit more united than previous family we've dealt with. Strange how grief affects people differently. Perhaps having more time to say goodbye makes things easier, if that's possible. That being said, although you will not be embalming Mrs. Garcia, I do think it's important to take the time to clean her body. No one is going to see her body, but I like to encourage my funeral directors to do this out of respect for the deceased and the loved ones. You'll find Mrs. Garcia in the prep room. Talk soon, Amy Rose. Alright, reply with an auto response. Sure thing, I'll get right to it. So the game is in general just like that. You get an email about what you need to do and bam, voila, you have something. It could be here to prepare the body, but then it could be here to embalm the body. I hope you can see that little hand that is used like a pointer. And by the way, I'm playing with my mouse because that's the only way to play the game, just so you know. Alright, let's go here and let's clean the body. This is the prep room, where you will prepare body for burials and viewings. Because the family has requested a closed casket ceremony with no embalming, you are just going to clean the body. Click the sponge and drag it over the body to clean it. So here's the sponge, and let's get rid of all those dirt. So it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, I'm holding basically my mouse and pressing the button on my mouse, the left button, to actually clean. That's it, you're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. It's time to go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. You are responsible for taking care of the deceased body, but it is also important to pay your respects to their loved ones. Follow the arrow to head to the funeral parlor. And that's the second part of the game in general, so you can see that my character got ready to go to the funeral. So let's get going. So here you can talk with people, and I would suggest to do so because if you listen to everything, you get an achievement for it. I heard the family specifically said no embalming. I thought it was mandatory, like required by law, but I guess not. Embalming weirds me out. Do those chemicals leach into the ground? Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. Or into the sewer. That's what they put down with the leftover formaldehyde, right? Just pour it down the drain. At least embalming guarantees you won't be buried alive. Hehe, stop it. Don't make me laugh right now. And we can just hear it once because you can see if I press again, it's exactly the same thing going on. So let's go talk to those people here. She would have hated these paintings. She was so particular. Yeah, at least she doesn't have to see them, I guess. I guess. Mommy, I'm hungry. When can we go? I hate wearing pantyhose. My legs are so itchy, but it's always so cold in these funeral homes. I think I might actually miss the sweaters she used to knit for me now. Sorry. Let's go to this person here. We usually don't small talk a lot at these things. At least that's what I was always taught. Alright, and let's go now to the casket and say a little prayer, paying our respect. So you can see here the casket is closed, but sometime it's not going to be closed. And now we can go back. As you can see now, I can go back to my prep room space. October 11th, 10:09 a.m. So you can see we already skipped nearly a month here. Okay, we were cleaning something, and here we go. There's a new email, so let's go see the email. Alright, so you can see that Mia Garcia replied and said something about what we did. Which is good. Sometimes it's really good to have this kind of thing and getting the message. So here it's talking about the difference depending on, you know, the cultures that you're in, because funerals are not the same depending on the culture. And then here we are with the next job, and this one is an elderly man died of old age, but this time we're gonna do embalming, so we're gonna do that. Okay. After this one, I think we're gonna stop. You can see that my character is prepared, because when you use embalming, you're actually using formaldehyde, which is a very dangerous, which is a chemical that could be very dangerous on how you use it, so you have to be careful. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body. So let's take the sponge and let's do what we did earlier. So now you will see that there's a little bit more stuff that we're gonna have to do. Okay, now we have to click on the razor and we have to shave because we want to make sure everything's clean. And in order to embalm, you have to actually open. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Okay. So here you can see I just have to follow the line. I do it bottom to top, but you can do it top to bottom as well. It's gonna work. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each eye socket to give it shape. So, okay, here's the eye cap. So let's put one here and let's put one there. You need to keep the eyes shut. You'll need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye to shut it. Alright. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton bud into the mouth to give it shape. To keep the mouth from opening, you'll need to suture it shut. Click and drag the needle and thread over the jaw to close it. So that's what you're gonna do. Okay. Click and drag the lotion, here's the lotion, over the body to moisturize it. This prevents the skin from drying out. Okay. Embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Click and drag the scalpel over the neck to make an incision. Okay. You're going to need a tube for draining the blood. Click on the tube and drag it into the next section. Okay. Click on the cannula and drag it onto the carotid artery. This is how you'll get the preserving chemical into the bloodstream. Okay. Now you'll need to connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Grab some additional tubing and drag it to the cannula. Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. Click the button on the embalming machine to turn it on. In order to evenly distribute the chemicals, you'll have to massage them through the body. Okay, click and drag over the body to massage it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Okay, we did it 9 times. Great, now let's sew up that incision. Click and drag the needle and thread over the incision to close it. Almost done. You need to drain the organs of the remaining fluids. Click on the trocar, then click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. So I have to stay pressed up until it's done. Alright. You see? I have to wait up until it's done. So you hold up until the animation is done. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval's makeup, as well as dressing and putting him in his casket. It's time to attend the funeral. Alright, let's go to the funeral. So you can see this time the casket is open and the person was embalmed. And I think that's where we're gonna stop. It's already been 17 minutes nearly that we are playing the game, and I just wanted to give you a quick highlight of the game so you know how Mortician's Tale plays like. It's a very short game. I do not want to give you too much of it, otherwise it would spoil it a bit too much. But you can see it's short and sweet, and I think that in general it was a pretty nice game to do, to relax and also to learn new things and learn interesting things. It's never easy to talk about death, but I think we did a great job in this game to actually talk about it with respect, with love, and with care. It's part of the life of everyone, and I feel that it's a great thing about this game. Alright, thank you so much everybody for watching Toss Show. I hope it gives you an idea of a Mortician's Tale. It's available on multiple platforms. I'm playing it on Steam here, and if you like it, go play it. Alright, thank you so much for your time. I hope you like the show and that if you like it, you can help me grow. Alright, toss out. Bye bye everybody.